Hello friends, as promised, this is my Arc Witch leveling guide. Just a quick little thing is we hit Act 10 today. I even ran a tier 1 map at level 65 and it has been an absolute dream. All I can say is if you are watching this video, you're probably interested in playing this build, and little secret for you, I think it's going to be really, really good. Don't tell anyone. We hit Act 10 really, really smoothly. 0 deaths, fully solo self-found hardcore. It was one of the best leveling experiences that I've ever had, and I just want to show you really quickly what I did and how I did it, and we're just going to get through this really, really fast. Okay, so showing the leveling progression, this is what I recommend for your passive tree. I just mocked it up really, really quickly in Photoshop. Big apologies to folks that are colorblind. Hopefully the numbers are enough to at least give you a general idea what you're looking at. The actual POB is in the description below, so at least you know what the actual points are that you're going for. What you're gonna do is make a beeline straight for Lightning Walker. You can even take Frost Walker if you're gonna use Freezing Pulse like I did until you get Arc. After that, you're gonna take the Life and Resistance nodes that are to its right a little bit. Then you're gonna go up here, take the Lightning nodes and take Elemental Overload. Then you can just grab some life in addition to that. After that, you wanna take the Lightning nodes up here, just really, really high value for damage right there. And the big thing is with these masteries, we can get +1 chain on our Arc, and non-critical strikes are lucky, which dramatically improves the damage that we do with our Arc as we're leveling up. After that, you actually want to take these spell crit nodes right here. This seems kind of counterintuitive. Since we only have a 5% chance to crit with Arc, we want to just push that number as high as possible so Elemental Overload will be up more often. I found that it was... Zeus, trying to make a quick video. All right, Zeus just wanted to be in the video here really quick. Zeus says, play Arc tomorrow. It's going to be really fun. Trying to get this out really quick so I can sleep tonight. After you take those crit nodes, then you're just going to go to the right here and take all of these nodes over here. This gives us life, damage, defense, more crit chance. In fact, I actually really like this mastery over here on the right, which says you take 30% reduced extra damage from critical strikes. That really smooths out the spikiness of damage. Then after that, I took Golem Commander just to get another Golem, really increase that comfort level and the quality of life of the build. So this image will be in the description below. All right, in terms of gems and gear progression, it is actually incredibly simple. I am gonna write this down in the notes in the POB that I link, but let's just go over it really, really quick. So in Act 1, all I did was use Freezing Pulse with added cold damage and added lightning damage. I did that until level 12, which is then when you get Arc. All I did is replace that Freezing Pulse with Arc, and we were good to go. In addition to that in Act 1, grab Vitality, Clarity, and Steel Skin. Also, you'll want to grab an Orb of Storms that will in addition have added cold damage and added lightning damage. And that is it for Act 1. So in Act 2, if you really want to, you can sneak in Herald of Ice, but it is pretty low damage and you want to keep your mana as comfortable as possible. I found it was kind of lower value at this stage in the build. Then when you get that 4th link, you do want to add in faster casting. I found that really, really comfortable. And that is actually just going to be your 4 link all the way until Act 10. You no longer have to worry about it. In Act 2, I did kill all of the bandits. I really like my passive points. You could save a Lyra and get that mana regen and the resistances, but I actually found it really unnecessary. And later on in the build, we do want those 2 passive points, and I just don't want to bother with all the respecking. Also in Act 1, don't forget Flame Dash with Arcane Surge. That is really your core mobility and gives you some nice mana regen and damage. In fact, I did Alt 10X only doing 1 lab. I took the Golem one for quality of life. In fact, I didn't even do that until I finished Act 4. What I recommend is starting off with a Stone and Chaos Golem. They will just keep you alive and really, really nice quality of life. In addition to that, I would grab a Lightning and Ice Golem and level them up in your offhands. And that is it for Act 4. I didn't do the library, I just went straight to Act 6. Then I did the mission for Lily, where you kill the zombies on Twilight Strand. And then I bought an Energy Leech support to link it with Orb of Storms. And then I bought a Hydrosphere there so we could get the cold and lightning exposure. And that is my entire gem setup. It is a very, very smooth progression. Use Arc as soon as you get it at level 12, and I just kept a 4 link all the way up until killing Kitava. I will actually link my Kitava kill from the Twitch VOD below, and you can see just how easy and safe it really was. And just to confirm, you can see that I died 0 times and I'm level 65. In terms of gear, I prioritized as much armor and energy shield as I could. I find that that is the smoothest way to mitigate as much damage as possible. I wanted to avoid anything spiky that, maybe going evasion and energy shield might have led to. And then what I did is for a weapon, I went for as much flat damage to spells as possible. Then I went for a nice increased damage shield. Besides that, just as much life and resistance as possible, and we're good to go. And the one vendor recipe that I would strongly recommend, especially in Act 1, is you can take a magic scepter, wand, or rune dagger with a ring. We would prioritize a topaz ring for more lightning damage and an orb of alteration. That will give you a magic weapon that has flat damage to spells. Then as you get higher level, if you really want to, you can go back, do that vendor recipe with a magic or rare ring for higher tier mods. This is a really, really good recipe to know if you're a spellcaster to really shore up that base damage, and it makes Acts 1 through 3 especially very, very easy. Hopefully this is enough to get you to maps tomorrow. If not, please pop into the stream tomorrow at twitch.tv/subtractem, and I can answer any questions and you can follow along with what I do. POB and the image that I just showed are in the links below, and I hope you all are as excited to play this build in 3.17 tomorrow as I am. So as always, I hope you have a great day. Don't forget to have fun, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Goodbye.